I'm Caleb Brooks with the AHSAA Radio Network. I'm at Bayside Academy, and I'm joined by our female athlete of the week, Emily Buhl, here from Bayside, a part of the Bayside volleyball team. And Emily, first of all, congratulations to you on being named athlete of the week. And you're not named athlete of the week without a great performance last week, and you did have a great performance, and really helped your team, win some games and put yourselves in really good position record-wise right now. But what was it for you last week that really made everything come easy to you and really helped you put on the performance that you did?
I think I couldn't have done it without my team. They're the most supportive group of girls, and I think when other people step up, that makes me want to step up because they're putting everything they have into that game, and I feel like I need to do the same because they're putting so much work into it. So it makes me want to do the same thing.
And this place here is it's known statewide for volleyball. When people think of Bayside, they think first of Bayside volleyball. And so to be here, to be a part of this team, to be a part of this program, to have that opportunity that not many people have, what does that mean to you? How special is it?
It's very special. I've never been on a team that's so we're very team oriented, and I think everyone has the most respect for Coach Schilling and the program, the streak, and I think everyone just really wants to keep that step up.
Yeah. And talking to some of your teammates, they talked about y'all don't really think about the streak that much. You try not to talk about it too much. And is part of that not wanting to put more pressure on yourselves, and then is another part of it just y'all want to be your own team. You don't really want to just have everything associated with all these other teams.
I think it's we try not to mention it too much because that was last year's team. We're not guaranteed anything, so we still need to work hard, get up to that level, and it takes a little bit of the pressure off instead of being don't be the team that loses, all that stuff. So.
How old are you?
I'm 16.
So you've never gone through a year of your life without seeing Bayside win a volleyball state championship?
I have not.
How incredible is that to really sit there and think about that?
It's insane. That was before, all the teams that have been here, they've done, I'm sure, the same pressure. So it's, really interesting to see that, this has been going on for so long.
What was it like being a little kid growing up and knowing about the Bayside program, seeing the state championships, and just kind of looking at this program from the outside before becoming a part of it?
I think I used to come to the games when I was little, and I did the little kid programs, and I just really fell in love with the game and the way Coach Schilling taught, and I wanted to be a part of the team. And my old neighbor actually played for Coach Schilling, and she played at Rice after. So I saw her growing up playing, and that pushed me to want to play.
Tell me a little bit about, for you girls that when y'all were younger and then now the ones that are at the school now that are younger, how do they look at Coach Schilling? Is she looked at as just this godly figure here at Bayside to you guys?
Pretty much. She has she's set such a record. She's so respectable. She's just an amazing coach, an amazing person, and I think everyone has the highest, even if you don't play volleyball, everyone respects her and really knows what she's been doing and how she's built this program.
Yeah, and one of the other things I noticed with y'all talking to y'all and seeing y'all talk about her is that y'all seem to really love her just for her as a person, not just as your coach, but just the way that she treats y'all, the way that y'all treat her, and it really does seem like a close family. What do you think it is that makes this program that way?
I think it's a lot of things. I feel like we've grown up together. I've known a lot of these girls for 10, 12 years. And Coach Schilling is very God-oriented, and I think that, and our team is very faithful, and I think that helps a lot. And it's just really been a thing to look up to, and I don't know, we're very close.
When you ran out for your first ever varsity volleyball game, and that was the first time that you were really, a part of this program and a part of what's going on here, what was it like? What were the nerves like and the butterflies like?
My freshman year was actually, and I was not playing outside, I was playing middle first, and I had never done that. And I was so nervous. That was probably I did not play very well. It was very nerve-wracking because I was playing with older kids. I'm playing in a position I never knew, but like she was always very supportive. She helped me with everything, and she was like very like, oh, it's okay, like you've never done it. She never put that pressure on me to be like, oh, you need to do this, you need to step up and do this. Like she was very like, what do you call it? She like knew where I was, like how nervous I was, and like she respected that.
You know, obviously you've been playing since your freshman year. You've been a part of a state championship run here, and so speaking from a person that's played, experienced it, when you guys are out there, does really everybody on the team having the experience they have of making it every single year, does that really come together when the postseason comes about and everybody just knowing, we've been here and we've done this before?
I think people still like, I'm trying to think of how to like word this. Like I think we all like have that pressure on us, but like we're still working hard in the off season. Like nothing is guaranteed for us. So we still work hard. We don't use that, oh, well, we won last year kind of like mentality. Like we got to work hard. We got to work in the off season, not just in season.
And how tough is that to keep that mindset, really? Because, like, I can tell you when I was out at football workouts, if I'd won a bunch of state championships in a row, there'd have been some days I'd have sat there and said, man, we've won 17 straight championships. Why am I out here doing this? I mean, we can just show. So, I mean, how do you keep that mindset and really, keep your nose to the grind and really work hard every day?
I think there's a lot of people, or like in other sports, that kind of doubt us, and I feel like that's motivation for us to like keep working hard, because not everyone wants us to win. A lot of people don't, and I feel like that's like a big like pressure for us, and we use that to work harder and be like, we're not guaranteed winning. Like we need to keep working hard. There are teams better than us and there are teams worse than us, but that's not an excuse to like let off.
Tell me a little bit about this team, this year's team, how you feel about this year's team, and really, where, looking at it, you feel like, y'all are very good at, and the spots that y'all, do have a very, very good team at.
We are very good this year. It's early in the season, so we're a little bit inconsistent, but at the same time, like, I think everyone on the team works hard. We all want it, and I think like we're all playing for something else. Like it's not just ourselves anymore. It's the program. It's Coach Schilling. It's like, and I think that's a big motivation to work harder.
She talked about y'all played Spanish Fort twice already. Obviously, a very good volleyball program. St. Paul's a very good volleyball program. And there's good volleyball all around here. Y'all's area very, very good as well. But when y'all played those teams, the 7As, the 6As, and teams of those type of programs, how much does that help? How much does that pay off for you guys later on down the road as the season really wears on?
I think it's like when we play those big teams, I think we step up, because it's very like, I think it's cool to think like, oh, we're a 3A school, but we're beating and we're competing with 6 and 7A schools. And it really does like help us play better. Like if we can beat like a big 7A school, like in our minds, that's like, oh, well, we can really do anything if we work hard and we work together and grind, I guess.
And I mean, for y'all here, I mean, y'all, like I mentioned with them earlier, you're really a 2A numbers-wise school that should be competing at 3A, and y'all compete at 4A. Mm-hmm. So, do y'all kind of take a little bit more pride in winning 4A now and knowing, we're playing 2 classifications up and still going out here and able to accomplish what we want to accomplish?
I think it's very like, I think we're all kind of impressed with like how we've like, last year was our first year and we transitioned very well, I feel like. And it's just like motivation to keep going, keep winning, hopefully.
And I mean, last year being the first year playing 4A, what were the differences in playing 3A and then taking the step up this past year and playing 4A?
I think a lot, like last year especially, like a lot of the teams we'd really never like seen or like played before. So it was like everything was kind of unknown, and like we weren't sure how it was going to go, but we kept playing our game, and like we really stepped up, and I think we did very well. And this year again, we're going to see a lot of the same teams, but they're also not going to, we're a completely different team. I feel like they're not going to recognize who we are, and they're going to be.
Well, Emily, I really appreciate you taking the time to sit down with me, and congratulations again on being named Athlete of the Week. And wish you nothing but luck as the season keeps going, and looking forward to seeing how the year goes for you guys.
Thank you so much.